Good morning, Vietnam! What's up, Internet? Welcome to Weirdo Reviews. I'm Jonathan Sim, your favorite movie weirdo, and it is time for a review.
What's 2 plus 2?
Booksmart is a coming-of-age comedy written by a few people. Just give me a second. Emily Halpern, Sarah Haskins, Susanna Fogel, and Katie Silberman. And it was directed by Olivia Wilde in her directorial debut. Good for her. Finally, we're getting some female directors. God bless America, or whatever people say. So this movie is about Amy and Molly, two high school seniors who, they've studied really hard all throughout their high school years, and they're gonna go to these insanely prestigious colleges. Like, they're going to Yale, they're going to Columbia, but then they find out that all of the irresponsible kids who partied all day and they've all been all irresponsible. They also got into some really good colleges as well. So the night before their high school graduation, they decide to have one night where they go out and they party all night long. And what can I say? This movie was actually great. Now, I've been getting invited to advanced screenings for this movie for weeks, alright? I wasn't getting invited back in March, alright? But I couldn't go. I couldn't go to any of the advanced screenings because apparently I'm not old enough. This movie is a fucking teen comedy. Why can't teens go and watch this movie? Fuck you, MPAA. Fuck you. But anyways, I was finally able to watch this movie after it came out. And I had heard so much praise about this movie ever since it premiered in South by Southwest. I knew that critics were loving this movie, and I didn't really know, how critics would love this movie that much, because, it did seem just like a regular standard by the books comedy. But turns out it's actually worthy of all the praise that it's getting. This movie is actually great. It really surprised me. This movie has some great performances from its two leads. It's actually hilarious. There are so many moments in this movie that were I laughed so hard. It was such a funny movie. This movie also had a lot of good drama in it as well. When this movie wanted to be dramatic and when it wanted to be funny, it worked in every single moment. In terms of the story, I've heard many people say oh, this is a female Superbad. I don't know if they're saying that positively or negatively, or if that's just gonna be said to put on some DVD cover or something. I don't even know. I haven't seen Superbad yet, but from what I've heard, they are kind of similar. But this movie, its execution works really well. It actually has a really great story and a lot of good chemistry between these two leads. I could really buy that these two were best friends. All of the characters and all of the conversations, they all felt very real to me. Now this movie's not perfect. I think there are just a few moments in this movie that kind of felt a little bit rushed, a few relationships that kind of come out of nowhere, and some scenes that just it didn't feel like the perfect narrative throughout, because just some parts didn't feel like they blended too well with the rest of the movie. Just a scene or two here and there, there's a pivotal scene in the bathroom that just it's unexpected, but not necessarily in a good way. And there are some parts about high school, the gigantic confetti and everything, just flying around the high school on the last day, I didn't really buy that. I go to high school, and I don't think that, even at the end of the year, shit would go down like that. There would not be some crazy-ass celebrations or anything. It kind of felt a little bit exaggerated to me. But overall, this movie delivered on everything I wanted it to be. It was hilarious, it had great performances, and some great friendships. This movie is a hard R comedy, and because I watched a rated R movie, and I'm technically not old enough to watch a rated R movie, I'm probably going to go on this violent killing spree after I finish filming this video, just because, I watched so many crazy things in Booksmart that it permanently messed me up for life. And now I'm going to go do some drugs, hit some crack, drink some booze, and just all of those all of those crazy things. Like, I'm probably going to have some unprotected sexual intercourse now because of, you know, I watched a rated R movie, and I will never be the same because I watched a rated R movie. Fuck you, MPAA. But anyways, yeah, this movie is just like, it's a must-see. You need to go watch it. You will laugh. You will cringe. You will do anything that this movie wants you to do. You will do it. It works so well, and I was actually really surprised by how good this movie was. I'm gonna give Booksmart a 9 out of 10. This is one of my favorites of the year. It might end up on my all-time favorite of 2019 list. I don't even know. But guys, thank you so much for watching, and if you want to see more reviews in the future, please subscribe.
Well, that seems excessive. Shotgun. Just kidding. I don't have one.
Don't say we're having a date night. Why? It's funny your parents think we're boning.
What you two have is special.
We are gonna show each other how much we care about each other.
We'll probably just do a Korean face mask.
I don't need to know all the words.